Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. P.V. Rao and I am from Mahatma Gandhi State Institute of Public Administration, Punjab, Chandigarh. Today we are going to discuss on the module Institutional and Social Context of Academic Libraries Extension Work under the paper Academic Library. The objectives of this module would be as follows. An action service aims at converting non-readers into readers. It creates and stimulates the desire for good reading. This is done by bringing books and readers together. This results in exploitation and promotion of collections of the library. The purpose of the extension services is to establish the contact between the librarian and the reader. It implies putting the library into most cordial and understanding relationship with the people of the community. Academic libraries, especially school and college libraries, need to extend their timings in order to serve general public and researchers. And university libraries should allow their access to researchers even if they are not pursuing any degree from the respective university. This way, academic libraries can enhance their extension work. Let us introduce the concept to you. An academic library should extend its resources and services to other residents of the community in which it is located in addition to its primary clientele, that is mainly the students. This is more crucial in villages and communities where public libraries are not available. So you can imagine not every village of India has a public library, but every village has a school and even some villages have colleges also. So this is why the academic library should, as much as possible, make its resources and services available to all residents of the community on equal terms, regardless of occupation, creed, age, class, and political inclination. The social role of library is highly complex, and the responsibilities which society has placed upon it as are stupendous. In modern society, there are different communities of clientele with different interests: public, academics, students, researchers, businessmen, workers, agriculturists, even housewives. Now, let us discuss about academic library as a whole. A library attached to any educational institution is known as academic library. It is an important intellectual resource of the academic community. The primary characteristics of a good academic library is to make complete identification with its own institution, that is, the parent institution. The main objective of any academic library is to function as an auxiliary to parent institutions or organization in carrying out its teaching program effectively. The first law, let us discuss about extension service. With regard to it, the first law of library science, books are for use, is firmly established if the libraries realize that their existence is justified only by the extent to which their books are used by the readers. Else, we cannot prove this law. The third law of library science says every book of its reader also gives emphasis on the same concepts, so the collection should be utilized. So now extension services further. Today, libraries need the tools to be able to help highly mobile students, staff, and the researchers source content from all over the world in a multitude of formats. They also need the means to shine a light on the vital work that academic libraries contribute. Now, libraries have to go out or they have to increase the length of their hands in the form of extension service to survive in the age of information technology. Adult education can be one of the important services of the academic libraries of developing countries like India, which will in turn help in removing poverty and illiteracy and lead to educate the illiterates. Academic libraries can offer their membership to general public by enhancing the security. This will in turn help in maximum utilization of the library resources. Academic libraries can arrange popular festivals and events in the library, which may also arrange a drama, a puppet show, a music concert, a film show, a magic show, etc. Academic libraries should hold library-related competitions from time to time to promote its services and products with the purpose to encourage students in the reading. Academic libraries can use social media tools to disseminate information, market its services, and promote new events and activities. Promoting the library services, resources, and programs online can be a lot easier with the help of a blog. Blogs can be a very effective tools for reaching online audience. The most suitable method is public relations and extension services of the library to reach all people of the community. Though various programs and proper planning, the extension services are efforts to reach the maximum number of people. An effort of the library to increase the number of its users to make the maximize use of its resources is called extension service. If it is the provision of the library materials and services outside the library's regular service center or outlet. Now let us discuss the objectives of extension service. The primary objectives of any extension services is to convert a library into social, cultural and intellectual center which encourages reading. Another objective is to convert non-readers into readers and the non-user into user, to bring books and readers together. It creates and stimulates the desire for good reading and brings books and readers together, to inform the reader of all the facilities offered by the library. This in turn maximizes the use of the library resources and the entire collection of the library. It is also to create image of the library among the public and the government as a means of publicity, to enlist financial support or otherwise for the libraries. Now let us discuss why we need extension service. An academic library should, as much as possible, make its resources and services available to all residents of the community on equal terms, regardless of occupation, creed, age, class, or political inclination. Yet another reason why we should have extension services is that the increasing use of electronic resources off campus has resulted in both declining circulation of print material and reduced use of reference services in academic libraries. Today, the libraries need the tools to be able to help highly mobile students, staff, and researchers source content from all over the world in a multitude of formats. Now, the libraries have to go out, or they have to increase the length of their hands in the form of extension service to survive in the age of information technology. Purpose of extension services in the academic libraries. The purpose of the extension services is to establish the contact between the librarian and the reader. It implies putting the library into the most cordial and understanding relationship with all the people of the community. Through extension programs, the librarians attempt to convert the library into a social center. Their aim is: number one, to make the non-users of the library as users of the library. Number two, to create and stimulate the desire of the good reading. Number three, to act as a link between mind and idea. Number four, to act as an effective part in the implementation of the cultural program of the community. Number four, to provide library services to the areas where there are no public libraries. Number five, to participate in adult education programs. The last, number six, is for optimum utilization of library resources. Dr. Ranganathan has given the following techniques or programs to provide library extension services. Number one, intellectual center. Number two, library talks and public lectures. Number three, library exhibitions. Number four, story hours. Number five, festivals and fairs. Number six, display of new and topical books. Number 6, quiz programs. The last is the celebration of Books Week. Now students, let us try to enlist the prerequisites for extension services. All the extension services must be to encourage the people to use the library and to make maximum utilization of library resources for the development of the society. Secondly, the library should have a good collection to support all extension activities. And thirdly, the library should have a lecture hall, an exhibition lobby, conference rooms, etc. to organize workshops, lectures, debates, exhibitions, music concerts, and other social and cultural programs. Yet another one is the library should have multimedia projector, audio-visual equipment like slide and film projector, mic, recording facility, etc. also required in the library. Another requirement is that academic libraries, especially school and college libraries, need to extend their timings in order to serve general public and the researchers. As of now, we all know that the college libraries are closed immediately after the working of the college hours. This trend needs to be changed so that the public can attract if we extend the library timings beyond the college hours. So, university libraries should allow their access to researchers even if they are not pursuing any degree from the respective university. Good public relations with community so that maximum community members may participate. The librarian should understand the needs of the different categories of the community and be knowledgeable about the collection of the library. This is the success of the extension service provided by the any academic library. The coordination and cooperation among the staff members is also an important element for successful execution of the extension services by the academic libraries. The academic libraries can take help of their students and the faculty members for providing extension services voluntarily. Now let us discuss about various forms of extension services. The library extension services may be of internal or external type. The internal extension service includes orientation programs and the external extension service includes the mobile library services, public library publicity programs, etc. Some of the main forms of extension services are as follows: display of library material, exhibitions, adult education, membership to the general public, reading circle, study circle, extension talks and lectures, story hours for children, library orientation, library tour, celebration of festival and events, library related competitions, the book of the month, information literacy services. Now let us discuss one by one of these extension services forms. Display of library material. Display of library material is most important library services to spread the news of library belongings. It brings together the material which is separated by the scheme of classification which are normally associated. The purpose of display is to reveal the thought content of the documents on display. Hence, it is the tool for stock utilization. Displays bring to people's notice the latest additions to the libraries. A display can be topical or a subject display. To command attention and to more effective displays should be neat, simple, and eye-catching. Display of book jackets with small review in the library shop windows definitely attracts the passers-by even after the library is closed. Colorful eye-catching displays enhance the neat and orderly appearance of the library. Now the second form of extension services is the exhibitions. Exhibitions are display of library materials and much more ambitious work. They are mostly arranged to publicize less known materials, encourage reading, promote interest in a specific field or a group of specific fields, call attention to particular anniversary or a centenary of a religious place, acknowledge outstanding gifts, encourage hobbies, or celebrate book week to highlight the literature and the many facilities provided by the library. Occasional exhibitions of unused books might prove useful for the reader in getting interested in books and using them. Each exhibit should have a specific objective. Skillful use of color contrast, background lighting, and equipment should aid considerably in attracting the interest of the readers. The yet another form is adult education. Adult education can be one of the important services of the academic libraries of developing countries like India. This service can help in removing poverty and illiteracy to lead to educate and illiterates. Academic libraries can provide learning opportunities for adults who were not able to get education earlier, including the adults who face economic and other challenges. They can offer classes that help low skilled adults to build their reading and math skills. This is important because adults' cognitive skills continue to develop after they leave formal education. Academic libraries can help adults for learning English and computer so that they can develop their digital literacy and other skills. Yet another form is membership to the general public. Students, teachers, researchers, and other staff members are allowed to use the library with a minimal library security. Academic libraries can offer their membership to general public by enhancing this security. This will in turn to maximize utilization of the library resources and services. Another form is reading circle or study circle. Students with common interests may be brought together by the academic libraries to a reading circle. Subject specialists may be brought together by the librarian to constitute a reading circle. Each reading circle should be given necessary facilities regarding the materials and a suitable place to hold the meeting so they can discuss on various topics and exchange their ideas. Such reading circles are usually effective agencies in thoroughly utilizing the library resources for the study of respective subjects by the experts. Another form is on extension talks and lectures. An academic library should organize lectures and talks by eminent persons and also by library staff. With the help of such lectures, many new users can attract towards library and old users can gain more and new knowledge. In the extended hours, libraries can invite local associations to hold their public lectures and about the current topics or of general interest. Librarians can also avail this opportunity for announcing a select list of books on the subject matter of the talk that could be consulted or borrowed from the library. Academic librarians can initiate new students and faculty members for such talks. Story hours for children. Academic libraries can also arrange a story hours, talks, and other attractive forms of extension services to allure children and the kindergarten students to come to the library. The purpose of such activity is to encourage children the love of language and literature in all forms. They will listen to, observe, and imitate the books and activities librarians share, building reading readiness as they grow. During the story hours, staff should read 2 to 3 stories, sing several finger plays or rhymes, have a short film, and work on a themed craft. The goal of such program should be to help children develop strong early literacy skills while also having fun with stories and songs. Such programs can be organized in the school libraries during the school hours for the school students and for the other children during the extended hours. Now, let us discuss on library orientation and library tour. The term orientation means the adjustment or alignment of oneself or one's ideas to surroundings circumstances. Library orientation or user orientation towards the library has to do with adjusting a new library user to the library. Many potential library patrons do not know how to use the library effectively. This can be due to the lack of early exposure, shyness, or anxiety, and fear of displaying ignorance. These problems led to the emergence of the library instruction movement. which advocated library user education. Academic libraries do library orientations to help library users to feel at home in the library and trust the competency of the library staff. It helps to enable library users to become skilled at finding information and thus foster feelings of confidence and independence. Library orientation makes library users aware of the library and the services it offers. Celebration of festival and events and organizing cultural programs. Academic libraries can arrange popular festivals and events in the library, which may also arrange drama, a puppet show, a music concert, a film show, a magic show, etc. Such cultural programs can prove greater attraction for the community or can celebrate various birth anniversaries of eminent people such as Gandhi Jayanti, S.R. Ranganathan Jayanti, Shiv Jayanti, etc. On such occasions, a book exhibition related to the program should be arranged. Yet another form of extension services is the library related competitions. Academic libraries should hold library related competitions from time to time to promote its services and products. Competitions can range from a fancy dress show casing the favorite characters of storybooks in a kindergarten to a reference and book hunting in a college. The purpose of these competitions is to encourage students in the reading. Competitions like slogan writing, book jacket making, and book marking encourage the students to read more and more books. Another format of extension services is the book of the month. To create an atmosphere for reading in the society with the scent of books, a monthly selection of one single recommended material is nominated as the book of the month, and a monthly seminar featuring the nominated book is also held every month of the year. In the seminar, the author of the selected book is invited to deliver a speech at the library. Apart from the library users, general public may also come and attend these kind of events. Now, the last one is on information literacy services. Information literacy forms the basis for lifelong learning. It is common to all disciplines, to all learning environments, and to all levels of education. It enables learners to master content and extend their investigations, become more self directed, and assume greater control over their own learning. Information literacy has long been a core activity for academic libraries, providing access to information and knowledge and facilitating its effective use. Information literacy has changed its form over recent years to address the newer challenges and opportunities in research and learning brought about through ICT. In addition to traditional information literacy skills such as locating, evaluating, and managing information, researchers and bachelor's, master's, and or PhD students need more streamlined guidance on communicating outputs. This includes topics such as plagiarism, copyright, information integrity and ethics, publishing, and data and online profile management. Social media tools for extension services. Through the internet, people can access information and can generate ideas more efficiently. The internet optimizes social networking through which people get communicate with each other in minimum time and at minimal cost. Media is an instrument for communication, like a newspaper or a radio. So, social media would be a social instrument of communication. Social media tools such as Facebook, RSS, wikis, blogs, MySpace, Flickr, etc. are the tools on the World Wide Web which help to build social networks to interact with each other or to find people with similar interests. These tools allow people to create, share, or exchange information, ideas, and pictures, videos in electronic environment. So academic libraries can use these social media tools to disseminate effectively the information required by the students and for providing extension information services and market its services and promote new event and activities. Academic libraries can use these tools specifically for providing extension services. Let us understand the benefits of social media tools in the library. These tools help in quick spread of information about extension services and activities. These help us in communication and promotion of extension services. These tools lead us to enhanced communication between librarian and the readers of the library. These tools lead to engagement and feedback of library users and about the extension services provided by the academic libraries. Let us now focus on understanding various social media tools which can be used by the academic libraries for extension services. First is the blogs, which is also known as blogs and blogging. Blog, short for weblog, is a website that contains brief entries arranged in reverse chronological order. Blogs are diverse, ranging from personal diaries to news sites that monitor. Blogs encourage user interaction through their comment feature, which allows students to provide feedback regarding the information provided and the library itself. In one form, academic librarians can post news about the library as well as events occurring at the library. Libraries post hour changes, events, new resources available, search tips, deadlines, links to the library websites, responses to the student comments, and news affecting students without the requirement that students visit the official library website. Ultimately, blogs allow libraries to provide easy to update information for students while also encouraging the student comments and interaction. Second social media tool is the chat reference or instant messaging. Instant messaging has become a popular communication method, especially among younger generation who form a large segment of the academic libraries. Simply stated, IM is real-time online communication between two or more people. The medium enables people to chat via the internet by rapidly exchanging text messages. Only an internet connection is required to access basic chat systems. IM represents an alternative for librarians seeking to reshape the delivery of reference services because physical boundaries do not stand in the way of communication. It is possible to reach remote users across campus and around the world to provide extension services. In addition to immediacy, convenience, and accessibility, online reference offers their advantages. Other advantages. Patrons who are embarrassed while the nature of their question or their lack of knowledge can remain anonymous during IM reference. Unlike email and web forms, IM is a well suited to conducting reference interviews. Another social networking tool is about social bookmarking. Social bookmarking websites have also emerged to encourage users to store their internet bookmarks and to interact with users bookmarking their websites. Social bookmarking is a form of link management that lets users to collect and label information resources for both their own and sharing with other users. The most popular social bookmarking website is Delicious. The site allows users particular keyword. Academic librarians can use social bookmarking to create resource lists and bibliographies for different departments and classes that can be viewed by students. Academic libraries can also add the content and tags from their Delicious account to the library catalog in order to create access points materials that are not adequately described by the existing Library of Congress subject headings. Another option is to create a university-based social bookmarking website. This illuminates how students search and categorize resources. Additionally, it gives students more input in the process of categorizing academic resources. Through social bookmarking, though social bookmarking does not include the same level of interaction as some other social networking tools, it does have potential uses within the academic libraries. So, in conclusion, we may add that no academic library can afford to close its doors to the user's expectation, especially in this day and age when information has gone beyond leaps and bounds. It is pertinent, therefore, that students require a quiet place to study, especially during the examination periods, where the hours spent in the library will be a great opportunity to focus on their studies. In addition, libraries are too congested during this period due to rush hour preparation by the students. In this way, we can see how extension service helps to the academic library. If it is used in an effective way, it helps to increase the users of the library. Also increases the use of available resources. It is one of the best tools of marketing about the library and library services. It helps to maximize user satisfaction and to provide services to the remotely located people who do not have facility of academic library. Extension services can also be provided using social media. Social media is a new technology offering promising new outreach options for academic librarians. They provide a new platform for reaching students beyond the traditional library building and website by allowing students to access librarians and the library resources without leaving the comfort of the websites they use the most. Social media are very helpful in extending library services and introducing the students. Moreover, these tools can also be helpful internal staff communication. In academic libraries, training of staff about these tools can enhance their use widely. Thank you very much.